Yes. Oh man. Hey guys, I know most of y'all will be that are going to watch this later. I don't blame you, and I know a lot of people are probably a little upset about how things have been turning out on the channel, and I don't blame you for that. But got some kinks that we're working out, but it's not really kinks. It's just part of a process that is kind of needed. But I hate to do this live so stinking late. Like, really, what is wrong? I'm trying to find. There's something wrong with the. I can't see any of the chats. Live chat. Oh, there we go. Wendy, John, Misty. There we go. I know. No matter how bad I'm doing or how unreliable I'm doing, everybody I just named and a few others have always got my back, and I appreciate you all so much, truly. John's been saving my butt with videos, with these amazing videos he's been sending. And John, I got to tell you, one of the things that, before I go too much further, it's, I don't know if it's a bit of modesty or if it's one of those things that I know sometimes if you're at a job interview, you kind of have to say, hey, look at my accomplishments. This is what I've done. You're trying to sell yourself. But in the world, be it, it's kind of cool to have these cool accomplishments and not be very vocal about them and just let people find out naturally. And then you find out more and more, and you're like, wow, there's so much, it's peeling back an onion. There's so many layers. And that's how I feel like things have been with John. He mentioned something last time about, he said, if you really want to learn more about me, look up my Wikipedia. And I looked it up and I was like, man, that is so crazy. I was talking to Wendy. So it's an honor to have people like this, part of the channel, part of the family. I've really enjoyed his videos. He said something in the last video about the Joshua Bartley of the North. I like that. So, but anyways, guys, listen, I am so sorry things have been working out the way they are. There's so many things to just, it's better just not even explain things right now and just go with it. All right. So look, like I said, I kind of would have rather kept this playing field for a regular video, but there's still a possibility that this might go to a regular video because unfortunately we're on the Silver Strike, and I love the Silver Strike. It's my favorite looking coin pusher they have, but it's really difficult to knock these towers down. So we might end up, like I said, we might end up there. I'm not sure, but we're going to try to get it down tonight. And see if we can go for there. So we got the live stream bags that are somewhat close to being up front, the cash, and then actually what you can't see, there's a bunch of buy-in chips that are back there, which normally the buy-in chips are really good for knocking stuff down. Not in the Silver Strike. I honestly, I think it's just one of those things that it's not, you just don't get as much of a push needed. But let me go ahead and get this. So 250, which honestly I like doing something like that with 250. It's not, I always laugh because when I think about if there would ever been a time of day that I would have said, oh, only 250 or only 500, that just sounds bonkers. But the whole fact that, like I said, everything on here goes into like a credit system and things like that. And, you just get so used to you know, how things are made to make these things accomplished. So, all right, let me get. They got a little bucket here, so actually I have more in there than. There's Facebook. Hey guys, sorry, Facebook wasn't even up. Hey Debbie, Carl, happy birthday, Joseph. Apparently I must have missed that. Joseph, hey Josh, can I get a 50th birthday shout out? Happy 50th birthday, Joseph. I don't know why I'm not getting I'm not seeing comments on anything here. I'm not trying to delay anymore, but I would like to be able to read comments. It's kind of the point of a live. Here, let's do this. Just give me 5 more seconds here, guys. There we go. Oh, Joseph, thank you so much for the 50 stars. Yeah, happy birthday. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing started, guys. Enough delay. All right, so let's oh. All right, guys, here we go. 250. Trying to get more. Oh, man, this tower seems like it's wobbly. Well, maybe not. It looked like when I was dropping, it was wobbling a little bit. Okay, so with a regular video, I recorded something, and fortunately, I don't know how you look at it. It is another Flying J's video. I've been having fun. There's things about Flying J's that here recently it's kind of hard to explain, but one of the bad things about going somewhere like that, when someone doesn't really know the whole story of, like, hey, I got a social media page and I post these videos and, blah, 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 blah. When you're the weird coin pusher guy that comes up and puts $60 to win $2, and they're looking at you like you're a complete moron, and somewhat treats you like that too. It does get a little old. I that's one of the. I try to go up to Flying J's as late as I can, but then the people at late get to know who you are, and you're that weird dude that probably think I just got a huge gambling problem or something. I don't know, or I really love quarters, but it's nice being here where it's private and everyone knows the whole idea, and it's so I've needed big push financially. I needed to take a little break, because I had myself like really in debt here. And I think they needed a little break from me, because like I said, I'm an obligation. But coming back up here, it does feel good. I feel like I'm at home. I'm loose. I don't have to. I shouldn't worry about what people think, but it's just one of those things. You can. Some people have that ability that it doesn't bother them, but I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I do. I've always worried, I'm a people pleaser. So I've always, whatever. But I've been feeling that a lot more when I go to flying J's. That like the security guard they have there, just everybody just kind of gives you this like, here's that weird dude again. 50. Happy 50th birthday, Joseph. That's awesome. Oh, that was pretty big. Oh, okay. So that was the other part. So this setup was built, and if I'm going to be forthcoming, I could have went live about 45 minutes prior to when I did, but I've already told you all. A kid that he's not a kid. I hate to. Got to be careful how I say that. A young man that is from where I am from is the quarterback right now for the Bears, Tyson Bagent. And I knew him when he was younger, and his dad is a 27-time world champion arm wrestler. 27 times, it's just crazy to think, right and left-handed. So in our area, they're pretty well known. So they were playing, he was playing, and I wanted to watch the rest of the game. So I did. They won. The Bears. Well, luckily, we didn't get a lot of change back, but like I said, I still have some more in there. I just kind of set it to the side, and I'll just dip the cup down in there, and whatever I could grab, I grabbed. I missed a coin tower. It's been a while. Oh, come on! Oh, man, that could have been so much better. Oh, it's all right. That could have been better, too, to be honest with you. I know it's kind of hard. Maybe Facebook, you can kind of see it. I doubt you can see it on YouTube. There's one more chip there's a Bitcoin novelty thing, and that's the last little bit of hope that I have that to get an advantage from the playing field aspect. Come on! Oh man, that sounded good. To interject, and then I'll be done talking about that. But so earlier I said one of the things that's fascinating about, or it's one of the things, and a lot of people, a lot of you all on here are the exact same story and scenario, and I learn new things about you, and it's really cool. And like I said, I feel privileged. But I do know one of the downfalls, if you're one of those people that like to dip their toes in a little bit of everything and experiment around, sometimes the downfall is when you're trying to explain to people, they're looking at you like, oh, this guy's full of it. So I know that can be the other side of it. Sometimes it's kind of like, well, I guess it's better to let people figure it out, or maybe not figure it out. I can remember, this is maybe not relevant, but after you get on social media a while, you you got these like third-party websites that publish information about you, and your birth date. But anyways, years ago, I thought it was pretty neat. Famous birthday was the first one that I know of. Up until it went into your estimated earnings. The estimated earnings you make off social media. The one time it said I made like 100 and some thousand, which I was like, I wish. And like I said, that was like 2 years into it. But then, not long after that, I was a millionaire, and I didn't know it. Like I was making, according to them, $2.5 to $3 million a year on social media. I don't know what's ever happened. Maybe somebody's storing that in the bank for me or something. I don't know where that money's at, but it's funny. I don't know where they get their sources. I think they just literally put whatever they want. Maybe I'm not putting enough. Let's see if I can load it. I don't have a lot of quarters left in my hand, but I'll try to load up everything I can. All right, my last quarter. Well, let's see what happens out of that. That's not looking promising. Well, you know what? This might end up being a regular video out of this because it's not. It's doing what the Silver Strike does. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's not good. I need to come up with some sort of solution. And I run into this at Flying J's. Here, I got both my hands available, but the thing is so skinny, it's really hard to put a lot of quarters in at once, as opposed to the other ones where you can just reach your hand down and drop over top. But I would love to come up with a solution to be able to just to automatically feed. You remember those back? Well, I think New Jersey might, or New York. Is in New Jersey you still can't pump your own gas? That you're required to have someone. Oh, I know one of the states was like that for a long time, but obviously most places all self-service now. But one of my first jobs was a full-service mobile gas station. People would come in and you could wash their windows and check their oil and stuff like that. But they had that the coin to change thing, where you could just like quickly pop out quarters or whatever. Oh, goodness gracious. It would be cool to have something like that would feed it into coin pusher. I can remember when I worked at that mobile, um, when you do that, when you pump gas, majority of the money that you made was from tips. It was almost like being a waiter, or a server. And then from working in West Virginia, you're not gonna. There's a lot of tight people around here. But this lady um, would come in and get $3 in gas. It didn't matter. They could ask for 50 cents in gas, but they would get $3 in gas, and but she would have me basically detail her car and never give me a tip. Which, again, I was a kid, so money wasn't that important. But I can remember every time I would see her, and the best part was she was so unappreciative. Like, she wouldn't even look you in the eyes when you would pull up. She would roll her window down just a little bit, uh, look straight forward, and say, "Whatever, give me three of 87 and full workup, please." Or I said, "Please." I never got the please. It was in a full workup. Well, I was young, and I knew the basics about my first job was I detailed cars at a dealership. So I mean, obviously, I knew how to change oil. Yeah, I knew the basics about a vehicle, but I just wasn't one of those like tearing an engine apart and putting it back together when I was a kid. Just wasn't something that really interested me. I was more from the generation where we wanted the radios and the low rider vehicles, and that sounds that's what was fun for my time. They had a lot of the car clubs, but I say that because one day I checked her oil and it was low, and I told her, I said, "You looks like you're about a quart low," and she said she wanted me to put a quart in. Well, they had generic. It was noble, but it was like the containers was generic. Well, I ran up and I thought I grabbed our oil and put a quart in there. Well, then later I realized I gave her a quart of transmission fluid. Oh, it was I don't know if that was it was an honest mistake. I really didn't mean to do it, but I just thought it was funny of all people to do that to. And I mean, I should say, I mean, I put it in. It's not like I hand her a quart of transmission fluid for her to put in later. I actually put a quart of transmission fluid in her oil myself. So I owned up to the people that owned the place, and I thought I was going to be in trouble, and they laughed. They knew the whole story. They were like, "Well, she probably won't be asking you for to check her oil anymore." I felt like there was something else. Well, we got the gold bag off. Let's see if we can get the silver bag at least. Yeah. Almost there. Silver bag at least. Oh, I got to be careful because that's getting ready to come off there. And I should have stopped. There we go. Ah, come on. Am I at the casino? No. That background noise you hear is literally a soundtrack. I guess I don't explain that much anymore. The used to be when these videos were, it was like the new thing and catching a lot of attention. There was so much controversy about everything, but a few of the channels was throwing in casino background music to sound like they were playing in the casino. Well, the problem was they didn't spend a lot of time on the soundtrack, and it was a loop. You could hear the same woman say the exact same thing like every 2 minutes, just a constant loop throughout all of it. So, as a joke, I started putting casino music in the background. And honestly, I couldn't even imagine doing it now without having it. It's like there's something about the sound that makes me feel like I'm at the casino playing. But no, this is not a casino. This is not even a place that you could come off the street and just come in here and do this. It's essentially all. Oh, and there it is. There's one good thing we got for tonight. It's been set up. It started off kind of that way. Well, not kind of. It did, but there's a lot of legality that comes in with it, and the company that owns it is a big company locally, and they don't not going to put themselves in any kind of position for to lose their liquor license or state gambling license or anything for a coin pusher. So it quickly became not a very public thing, but it kept on continuing because at that point I had a channel that was doing really good that was completely dedicated around playing these videos. So they just offered it to me. And I say the story all the time. There's been many times that it was just offered that I just pay someone to sit up here with me and not play for actual money, just throw the quarters in, which honestly, looking back on it years later, I'm thinking, okay, maybe that wasn't such a bad idea. But one, I knew that would be a channel killer. Anytime that someone thinks you're not playing for actual money, it just, people lose interest. And two, being a gambler as I am, I wouldn't be as into it as what I am. So we always kept it just straight up. But I lose more than I win, and I build up a pretty big debt. Goodness gracious. All right, I'm going to get the rest of these quarters. Hey, guys, let me look. Sorry. I'm sorry. I guess you're all talking. Facebook, I haven't even seen. Mike. Hey, there's Mike. He said sorry, Mike, I just now seen that. She got oiled up, right? Oh, really, Debbie? That's funny. Yeah, my first job was my uncle has a milk farm, a dairy farm, a dairy farm, and it's kind of like a rite of passage in our family. My dad grew up as a child working on it, and I always heard stories about working on the farm and how hard it was. So I really wanted to do what he always told me. So I in the summer times I worked kind of full time, and then in school I just would go up there when I got out of school. But it wasn't a big farm. When I was there, that was like 98 cows. I mean, there was a lot of land there, but like I said, when it comes to that, but they've gotten out of dairy. Apparently, dairy prices like really shot down, and they just do all beef now. And he's getting older. And but that was technically my first job. Which it was cool. It was a good learning experience for any 14-year-old boy. In a cast pen with all that nasty milk and the straw and the hay, and have to fork it out. And, oh gosh, man, I still can remember that smell was so awful. All right, so there is, like always, the gold bag is stuck in the chute, and it's holding up quarters here on the left. So we're not getting everything that falls off, which tells me that that gold bag apparently has something heavy in it. So that's usually the reason why that happens. So I'm hoping maybe I can get this fine chip to come down and knock it down. Also, it's Veterans Day weekend. So, all the vets, thank you so much for your service, guys and ladies. Sorry, when I say guys, hopefully you all know by now that that is a term that can mean anybody. It's just a force of habit. But thanks to all you all that have served, and there's a lot of veterans that watch, and I truly appreciate you all holding your hand up and taking that. Oh, when is the gold bag's coming? I wish the camera was on it. It's slowly sliding down. Maybe this will do it. It's still slowly sliding. Come on. Sorry, guys. I got stopped right there in the middle of it because finally seen it start to move. Oh, just a little bit more. All right, let's load up the left side here. Oh, it moved a good bit, but it didn't fall completely down yet, and it's almost there. I'm hoping that it'll come down. It's been a very up in the air thing about does it need to come down now. Before, if it came off, it was a win. Then they stopped doing that, and it was basically it has to come down to win. Then I did complaining because there was a lot of instances that we were running into things that they had in the playing field to make it that was getting stuck. Oh, it's almost down. But there's never been an official ruling or a change. Oh, there it is. It came down. All right. So at least we got the live stream bags. There's a win. I'll take that. So it's looking like one of our new videos coming out is going to be this. Hopefully, maybe I can not be so cheap now and fork up the money that make it a little bit more creative. Oh, but anyways, I was talking about the Flying J's video. So I don't want to give too much away, but there's something that's up Flying J's that I've really wanted for a very long time and just couldn't get it. It was never in a place to get. Well, Bray and I go up there, and it's right at the edge. Like somebody left it right there at the edge, and I was able to win it. But I won it in like 2 minutes. And I've been constantly trying to get footage of me winning something else because for whatever reason, I still have the problem. If I don't win something, I won't put the video out. I feel like I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. But I have had no luck. And like I'm literally, for Flying J's, invested like over $100 in quarters trying to just get a little bit more footage other than 2 minutes to add to it. And no luck. I always try to at least put a 10-minute video out. That's always in the back of my mind. That's always been like bare bones minimal. It's got to be at least 10 minutes. Well, I'm not sure, guy. I'll be completely honest with you. I didn't really. I was at one point. I was more invested to try to get my Prime account up so I could watch the Bears game than anything. So I don't remember all the sticks about today, but right now I'm playing till somebody tells me something else or I run out of quarters. But 250 is what we got involved. We got the live stream bags. They have been in play for a while. There for a while, they weren't because I didn't want to pay extra money. Well, then they just stopped putting a lot of money in them and included them into the regular buy-in price. So hopefully we can at least get our 250 back. Maybe, maybe not. Well, maybe the quarter thing is going to come into play. That's the other thing about the Silver Strike that's a bummer is once you get that initial top layer, because obviously when you start off, the quarters are a couple layers high, but once you wipe that out and then it goes just down to a single layer, you run out of quarters. Especially when you got a tower. If you're not real familiar with the coin pusher setup, on both sides over here, there is open holes that the dealer hole or whatever you want to say, the house. So as quarters, you're not really on most of them. Some of them you do, like the Price is Right. You get it's all comes off, but it pushes a lot of the stuff sideways and it goes back to house. And it also gives them an advantage where you're not getting like a solid push because a lot of the area that would be pushing against the tower or whatever to come off, it's getting distributed to the sides too. So yeah, this is not looking too promising. And it would help if I wasn't throwing quarters on top of each other either. Oh, that's bad. That was good. Neither that. Where'd that come from? Oh, the right side. And some of it's stuck in the chute. That's all right. Man, I would have thought that we could have possibly got some of that gold off the top. But it's all depends on the height. How high they build it. If they build it at a certain height, once it gets to a certain point where it stops going forward, usually if it's real high, the glass, the way it's slanted, will push stuff off. But when they make it just a little bit lower, it kind of gets stuck right there and goes nowhere. Really, I'm not trying to throw all these quarters on top of each other. Well, guys, it is getting bad. John, thank you so much for the 50 stars. I'm so sorry I missed it. Hey, Teresa, Sean, Aaron. Missy. I'm sorry, guys. I truly don't mean to miss your all's comments. It's just not coming up on the big screen thing. All right, that's all the quarters right there. That's all I have left. So don't get discouraged. We still got the live stream bags. You never know. That's it right there. All right, last. Oh, man. All right, so we have exactly $1. I don't even know where it would be. All right, I just put it all the way straight across. You got to be kidding me. Oh. Well, unless something else falls, unfortunately, there went all of our money. All right, so let's do this while we're waiting. Here's our win. It doesn't look like we've done too hot with 250. So we'll do these in a second. Let you all pick that. But let's see how much cash. These don't mean anything. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120 doll hairs. $120, $250 buy-in. Okay. We got to get this live stream bag thing right. All right. Now, listen. This is something I just want to throw it out there, but I'm trusting your all's opinion anyways. Remember, they like to do little tricky things with these live stream bags. And I say that because the gold bag is super heavy. As you can see, there's a lot of chips that are inside of it. Where this one is literally it has one chip and, well, there's something right there. I can't tell. And I guess cash. So I don't know what that means. Is this a bunch of 50s? Or is, I mean, you never can know. But if, I think everyone that's here knows the deal. If you could just do me a favor and leave a comment, gold or silver. We will do a count at the here in a second, and whatever the one is the winner is the one that we will open, and the other one we I mean, we open them both, but it's the one, the one we pick is what we get. So gold or silver, definitely the gold is a lot heavier. It's kind of like the Santa Claus thing, it could be a thing full of rocks or whatever. But let's do that. $120, 250 invested. So, all right, let's see. Hey, Rob, Marine Forever. Sorry, I'm just seeing you there. Hey, thank you so much. Thanks to the two auctions that we just had. Uh, Thank you all so much for supporting it and when everybody got everything taken care of. I got that sent out. I said 48 hours. I said from time to pay, but the problem is I held both bags until everything was taken care of. But they're sent out, and I didn't think about it, but you got the holiday weekend, so even though it's priority mail, and I sent it both of them out priority mail. Both everyone, thanks for putting extra in there to help out with that. But I seen Tuesday or Monday. Probably Monday. Yeah, I guess it would be Monday. But I got that taken care of. I got something that to send off to Wendy, and then finally, man, I got two more people that I need to get taken care of, but I've got everybody else's stuff from the first auction packaged and either sent or getting ready to send, and it feels like I got a load of bricks off my back. That's been the most awful, unexcusable thing that I've ever done, and it's just been awful. So I'll be so glad to get all that taken care of and fixed. And I threw some extra in for everyone just to say I'm sorry. And I think everybody, when they open up their bags, are going to get excited, because there's definitely more than what they were thinking. Let me go here to Facebook and see who the winner was. Mike, thank you so much, sir. He says it looks like gold wins on Facebook. All right, thank you, Mike. And let's see. No, Misty, I think I was telling you, unfortunately, I have to do the Amazon Prime with yours, which is the same thing, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to do it that way, like we were talking. I just think it would be so much easier to do that, and then I'll just sell the other one here locally or something. I don't know. Or keep it. I don't know what to do with the Nintendo Switch. The only thing I got to get to you, and I didn't send it yet. I'll just be completely honest with that. I was kind of hoping there's something else I was waiting on, but I just got the NASCAR game I got to get to you. I know I could find that on Amazon Prime probably, but I want to give you something extra too. Silver on YouTube. Are you kidding me? This happens every stinking time. If you're not familiar, guys, I stream on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So there's two different, I'm going through two different comments and things like that. I probably should be more vocal about that. But Facebook and YouTube never agree. It's always a split. So this is how we'll do this. Gold will be heads, and tails, which I think is a St. Louis art. Yep. Tails is going to be silver. So let's flip that. Heads gold, tails silver. And let's see which one I open. Oh, man, my hands are swollen up. I'm telling you, I've been retaining fluid forever. And it is a gold. Gold was the official winner by way of coin flip. All right. So gold is the official winner. So let's open up silver and see what we didn't get. Well, if I can get it to come out. Dang, going it. There's more in here than I was thinking. Oh, I think that's everything. All right, so there is $65. Now, it's going to be hard to tell whether, usually if this is something that's over 20 bucks, that means this is the winner. So, but 65 is in the silver, which we did not get. So let's see what all the weight was about and see what we're taking home in the gold bag. I hate when these things are all. All right. I am 1000% boggled. Literally boggled. I don't think that has it ever happened? I don't know if that was done by mistake or not, but 125, $135. So bare bones, we would have won 65, but we got 135. So let's do our grand total. That is super cool. Super, super cool. What was it? How much did we win for the other one? 130? Is that what it was? My gosh, I'm going to have to recount it. Man, I don't know what's been happening to my brain here lately. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. Okay, so there's 120. 120 plus 135. 255. So we are officially up $5. It's my big day, guys. I will take it anytime I get to hang out with you all, and it doesn't cost me a lot of money. I am super happy. $5 is $5. Seriously. So hey, I'm happy. The I got to put this other video out. It doesn't look like that I'm going to get a lot of footage for something else. So, but this will be an upcoming weekend video. Like I said, I won't be so cheap and ask to pay extra to do a little bit more, to do a little bit, more than what you're seeing here. And obviously, the way this is set up right now, it doesn't matter. This has to change for me to win this, because as you can tell, it's not going anywhere. So I will pay extra to have that done. That's going to be a weekend video. But outside of that, guys, listen, I am so sorry. I really just need, would it say the 9th or the 10th? I just need till the end of November. Just bear with me being everywhere and not until just 2 more weeks. Then after that, everything I promise you, and I'm not trying to be like I normally a Josh promise. Being serious, things are going to change dramatically. But just please, just bear with for another 2 more weeks, um, and then we're going to do a complete just redo of this channel and not even go back to the way we were before. We're going to do something better. I promise you, better. But I just have to get through that. Joseph, happy 50th birthday to you. Guys, thank you so much. You don't have to lose money to hang out with us. You can just pay us directly. John, I love it. Would give my left toe to see a regular video follow up. Jay will, then there you go. You don't have to give your left toe for it. It's going to happen. Guys, listen, thank you, Rob. How are you, sir? Mike, almost 3 gallons. There you go, almost a gallon of gas. That's right. Aaron, Debbie, Sean, Mike, everybody. John, Misty, Wendy, Jay Will, Dawn, Kimberly, and everybody. If there's somebody else I'm missing, I'm so sorry. But listen, guys, have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. Again, I'm going to see you again before, because Veterans Day is Saturday. I'm planning to do a live on Veterans Day, but can you say enough thanks to our men and women who serve? I mean, seriously, or in the same, according to me, when I went in the military, I was young, so I didn't have a girlfriend or anything that I left at the house. But I mean, think about how many military people got families that they have to leave, and there's a whole lot of people that have to sacrifice for one decision. So I'm very grateful and thankful. It gives me the opportunity to freely and openly have a channel like this, and for the most part, don't have to worry about what I'm saying. I obviously I'm on social media, so you still have to worry about saying too much of It's never good to put your opinions out there about anything. But outside of that, I'm blessed. And I thank you all so much. And for those that never made it home, or maybe did make it home, but kind of lost a bit of who they were in a different way, my heart goes out to you, and I thank you, and I thank your families. So, happy Veterans Day to everybody. Thank you all so much for all your support. Like I said, please just give me 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks of being all over the place, and then I promise you, I got so many ideas and so many things that I want to do. But I just need just a little bit longer. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for all your support. And I will see you all video out tomorrow. And I really mean that. I know I say that and it never happens, but Jay's video will be out tomorrow. I guess it's just going to be a short one. And then we'll do the follow-up of this. And I'll see you Saturday for a live stream. All right, guys, have a great night. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, John, truly, your videos have been amazing. I've loved it. I've also kind of loved the fact to be able to I obviously have to pan through it just a little bit because I have to upload it, but I've been liking the fact that majority of it I'm watching live with you all. So that's been a really cool experience. So John, thank you so much for being the Josh Bartley of the North and providing entertainment and something different for the channel. I am super excited here coming up to be able to come up there and hang out with you and maybe record a couple of videos and all that stuff too. So, but thank you guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. Stay safe, and I will talk to you soon.